Hey friends, today we're doing a very exciting video, and I've been looking forward to this video for quite a few months because we are looking at potential language schools together for myself, yay! As many of you know, I plan on going to a language school next autumn, so I kind of have to get going right now because I have to apply around like January, February, if I'm not mistaken. So I should think about what language school to go to right now. I hope you will help me to make the decision because I'm a bit overwhelmed with all the choices. And the service I plan on using is Go Go Nihon. I've been in contact with them for like over a year now, I think. And they actually asked if they could sponsor this video. So I was over the moon and said, yeah, of course, because I wanted to use them anyway for going to Japan. And if you don't know who Go Go Nihon is, it's a company that helps potential language school students to find their language school. But they also offer like short-time language vacation. And they also offer like online Japanese classes. So if you can't go to a language school, but you still want to have the experience of going to language school in your home country, then you can use their courses. I will also use one of their courses for the N3 preparation next year because I want to use this course as a preparation for my Japanese language school so that I hopefully am around N3 level when I go to language school next autumn. So I will leave an affiliate link to the course I'm taking in the description below and also to the other courses that they have. So make sure to check them out. I will talk more about them later, but let's first get going with the video. I also made two videos about why I want to go to language school and how I plan on going to language school, like what the exact time frames are for everything. I will link them both here on the top, so make sure to check them out after this video, but I will also link them in the end cards. Right now I'm in the research phase. This means I think about what I want from the schools and also look at the schools, of course. I want to have quite a lot of time for this phase because it's so important to choose a school that is suitable for me, because basically I will be there like 20 hours per week and also do homework for probably like 10 hours per week. The school that I choose will definitely determine how my time in Japan is going to be. So I thought quite a lot about like things I want to consider when choosing a school. For example, like the reputation, like how is the school rated on Google, for example, what do people say on YouTube about the school, the location, is it nearby a bigger station or do I have to walk quite a lot? Then of course the teaching methods, so is it more like input focused, output focused, is it only JLPT focused? Then the intensity, of course. The class size is definitely also very important because if I'm sitting in a classroom with 30 other students, of course I won't have as much time to speak or practice speaking in class as I would have when we would be like 10 or 15 students. Then facilities, for example, like Wi-Fi. I really would like to have Wi-Fi in the school and like a student lounge so that I can also do my homework there. And things that would be also nice are, for example, like extracurricular activities or events like language exchange with Japanese students, for example. Dorms would be also ideal. And I also made a table on Notion so that I can write everything down because I will be not able to remember everything I'm looking at today. This will probably help me quite a lot because I can filter the database based on things that I want to like exclude. For example, if I put in the class size is like 15 to 20 students, but I want a school that only has like 10 students in the class, then I can filter everything out that is over 10 students. And then I'm only left with a school that fits this particular need. Maybe I'm making it way too complicated, but it makes sense for me. Of course, I will look at the Go Go Nihon website right now because they have like all the different language schools they work with. And I really like the website design because it's really easy to get a good look and feel for the schools without having to search their websites, like the schools' websites. And the best thing about Go Go Nihon is that their service is actually completely free, so you don't have to pay anything. And they will also help you with application and hold your hand throughout the whole process because it can be quite daunting because there are so many steps, like with getting your COE, etc. And they also have support in 7 different languages. So I, for example, talk to my advisor in German. And if you can't go to Japan because of like work responsibilities or other reasons, they also offer online courses. For example, on onomatopoeia, I think it's called, or like JLPT preparation courses, like for example the one that I'll be taking is the N3 preparation course. They range between like a couple of euros or dollars until like I think like 100 euros kind of. And yeah, if you're interested, I put the links in the description as I said before, so make sure to check them out. And now, without further ado, let's finally look at schools. So the first thing I have to choose is the location, and I'm a bit torn because I've been to Japan before and I've loved Tokyo like with all my heart, and I've also been to like Osaka, Nara, Fukuoka and Kyoto. I didn't like the other places as much as I liked Tokyo, so I definitely want to go to Tokyo. But I've heard that it's not that easy to like speak Japanese in the wild in Tokyo because a lot of people can speak English, for example, like in cafes, etc. And if you're in a more like rural area, then there's of course more like space for you to practice Japanese because you have to use Japanese to communicate. But my heart is set on Tokyo, so I will probably go there. And I also know a few people who probably also might go to Tokyo around the same time as me, so it would be nice to have them around. Another city I'm considering is Yokohama, because Yokohama is quite near Tokyo, so it would be maybe a nice thing in between. But for now, I will look at schools in Tokyo. And then for school intensity, I want to have like a medium intensity, I think. I want to go to the school for like 6 months, and I would also like to kind of relax a bit, like have it as a really extended vacation where I learn a lot of Japanese. I don't want to go into a hard course. For example, like Akamonkai is known for its like fast pace, but you have to do like 3 hours of homework every day and you have to go to school for like 4 hours a day, so it's basically a full-time job. I should probably also work in Tokyo, like at least part-time or a few hours a week. I don't want to put so much on my plate because of course I also want to do YouTube, travel and live my life there. And then the other filters, I would like to have a student dorm. I would like to have Wi-Fi, yes please. A student lounge, definitely. Except in beginners, I don't care. Part-time job support would be nice, I guess. Support for employment is not important for me because I don't want to have a full-time job there, and English-speaking staff, I don't think I would die if there isn't any English-speaking stuff. So let's see how many schools I got. 8 schools, okay. So this is a good amount to look at. Let's look at the first one. So ARC, Academy, Tokyo and Shinjuku. Learn more. Okay, it has 2 schools, one in Iidabashi and one in Shinjuku. And their focus is to teach students how to acquire fluent communication. So this sounds quite good because I would like to have a school that focuses more on output, communication skills, things like reading, speaking, listening, because this is something that I still struggle with quite a lot. But I don't want a school that only focuses on JLPT because, as I talked before with Unske in our interview, for example, JLPT is not the holy grail and it's not always the most useful thing to study. Okay, that's also a video. Okay, it's quite long. So I will maybe look at this video later. Let's see what they have to offer. So they have incredible staff support. From personal consultation in regards to study and elective choices, the school provides above and beyond support in regards to employment. So Wi-Fi is available, English-speaking staff available, also nice, of course. Part-time job support, Iidabashi. Easy access to Shibuya, Shinjuku and Akihabara. I would also like the school to be like near a park or at least some green space so that I can maybe study outside. This one has quite a big park. The dome is there, okay. So this looks quite nice. Okay, and Shinjuku. It's convenient to shop and find part-time jobs in the area. And it's in a quiet area. There is also a miniature park, at least. Better than nothing, I guess. Okay, there's another park. And there's quite a big station. Japanese courses. General course, okay. School times are like almost mostly the same with all schools. Like they're just like a few minutes difference. Like some start at 9, some start at 9:30. So I don't really care about that. They have JLPT prep elective classes, but it's only for N2 and N1. So I don't think I will need that because I'm not sure, or maybe if I do the N3 in December next year, then maybe I could take the N2 class in like the start of 2025 when I'm still in school, so maybe this would be interesting. Demographics, most of the students are from China, 32% from other Asian countries and 11% from Europe. I'm actually quite happy if I'm not in a class with 10 other Germans, so I don't really mind. The cost for 6 months is 484,000 yen. So I think it would be around like over 3,000 euros. So I'm basically interested in like term 4 to 6 because I will then be an intermediate student. It's about real-world application, which is nice. Important vocabulary and expressions that will help you to fit into Japanese society. And you will learn how to effectively express your opinions. This is definitely something that's important to me. The main textbook is Learn Intermediate Japanese. So that's basically it for this school. So let's progress on to the next school. And it's the Shinjuku Japanese Language Institute. I heard quite a lot about this one because it's really popular, as it seems. And it has over 40 years of experience. They employ the Etsoi teaching method, which is unique and a visual learning method. I watched a video on YouTube yesterday from a girl that went to the school. She said it was not helpful at all and she didn't like it. They also have like their own textbooks, but they weren't really helpful. She basically said that she had to buy a lot of textbooks that they never used, which is of course a big waste of money. So we will see. They also have career counseling, Wi-Fi, nice, student lounge, nice, English-speaking staff's also there, part-time job support, interact with Japanese students. Okay, the school is located in Takadona-baba and it's close to the Waseda University and it's a student-oriented area. Affordable, delicious places to eat, karaoke, bowling, darts bars, etc. And you can also use the facilities of the Waseda University, which is quite nice. You can study in their buildings. I think I will just look into it more and see what other people had to say about the methods. They have General Japanese course, Business Japanese course, Tourism Business Japanese course, and Japanese Teaching Training class. Ah, okay, so you basically can become a Japanese teacher, but I'm more interested in general course. Available starts in October, okay. They also have JLPT prep elective classes, higher education prep, medium and medium to high intensity. Okay, a lot of people are from Vietnam and China and Taiwan. And the cost, okay, maybe I lied a bit. The cost is definitely higher at this school. So 565,000 yen. This is a lot. Okay, ouch. Term 3 to 4. 3 months per level. Okay, intermediate 1 and 2. They have writing, mini interviews, styling haikus, okay. The difficulty level responds to N2. If you've enjoyed this video so far, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you want to stay updated to which school I end up going. And also follow my time in Japan and all the preparations for that. Thank you so much and let's continue looking at the next school. Japan Tokyo International School. It's located in Shinjuku and has an international environment. Oh, and they also have cultural events, it seems like, and school trips. So this is nice. This is something I would definitely like to have. I really like that they now have videos for all of the schools. I think a couple months ago they only had videos for a few schools. It's a melting pot of students from all countries. They also have job support and part-time job support. They also have Wi-Fi and student lounge and English-speaking stuff. So everything. This is nice. Nishi Shinjuku. Okay, it's basically right next to the station, but I don't see anything green. Okay, there's one park. And Family Mart is right next to it. Nice. It's 3 minutes walking time to the station. Okay, this is unbeatable. Comprehensive Japanese. Sounds nice. From complete beginner to intermediate. Suitable for those who want to move on to higher education or work in Japan or simply wish to communicate fluently in Japanese. So, the last one is me. It will also help you to prepare for JLPT and the EJU. The available starts also in October. That's great. Yeah, time looks also good. Oh, okay. 41% Europeans. Okay, interesting. I wonder why this is actually. 6 months cost 440,800 yen. So it's basically the cheapest one until now. They also offer insurance. Okay, nice. And then, okay, term 2. Polishing their language skills and building up their speaking. Okay, but it doesn't say a lot what the term is about, unfortunately. This is a bit of a bummer. So let's go to the next school. So ALA, Academy of Language Arts. It's also in Idabashi and Medium Intensity. Oh, they have a low student to teacher ratio and they focus on practical conversation and support for Japanese higher education. And the price seems to be a bit lower. So let's see. Day-to-day conversation skills. Okay, this sounds good. They mainly include conversation practice and actual scenes, which allow students to obtain practical communication skills as well as necessary knowledge. So it's really, really speaking based. Okay, they have job support, English speaking staff. No, they don't have Wi-Fi. And they also don't have a student lounge. No. Everything seemed so nice until now. Oh man. Okay, it's right next to the station and there's, I don't know, is this a park or is this a football field? Doesn't really look like a park. So 3 minutes to the station. They have a general course, Japanese conversation, reading and composition comprehension. Oh, okay, reading comprehension, this also sounds nice. They also have other things like understanding Japanese culture. Quite a lot of US citizens, Italians, Chinese, okay. 41,400 yen, so basically almost the same like the last school. And the textbooks are not included, but the school will collect a study material fee of 5,000 yen, okay. But I guess how expensive can textbooks be? Probably not more than 100 or 200 euros, I hope. Intermediate studies. Various real-life situations. There are also discussions, reading and grammar study, teaching materials. A lot of textbooks, but it's nice that they listed everything here. So next school, Yoshida Institute of Japanese Language. I also remember this one. This is the other one that's near Waseda University. I think this one was my favorite one from last time I looked at schools. Okay, wow. Not a lot of things written here, so it has Wi-Fi and English-speaking staff, no job support, and you use the common areas of the university. And yeah, right, this was my favorite one last time because they say you have the chance to join some campus organizations. A Japanese friend of mine told me that the Waseda University has a lot of foreign students. So I don't know how many Japanese students will be there, so I have to look further into that. The Waseda University is one of the most prestigious private universities in Japan, which is also quite popular among foreigners. Yeah, this is what I meant. After school hours, students gather around in groups to enjoy some of the attractions the area has to offer. Big box that houses a sports club, a card game center, lots of shops and restaurants. Oh, there's a big park next to it. I'm a fan. And there's a train line, okay, and there are even more parks. Wow, okay, the train station is literally 1 minute away, or like 80 minutes away. Like the Yamanote line is the line that connects all the important districts in Tokyo, so this is also quite handy. Eh? Wait, they don't offer 6 months? Why? Because it only says 3 months or 12 to 24 months. Okay, they have JLPT elective classes. They also don't talk about how they teach. I guess I have to ask a lot about this as well, or research a lot more, on the school's website. And the price is also quite alright. Oh, but here it says 6 months, so I guess 6 months is possible. Okay. After completing the course, you will be able to take the N3. The intermediate is here easier, it seems like, than in the other schools. It doesn't really seem to focus on like anything in particular. Then Toyo language school. Yeah. 5 different categories of courses depending on your needs. They ensure that there's a link between the language you're learning and the life you will be living in Japan. Okay, the classes seem to be quite small, but I'm not quite sure. A unique approach, okay. Ooh, art university. Okay, they're adapting lessons to the class rather than following a specific textbook. They have a student lounge, Wi-Fi, and English-speaking staff, job support. Okay. It's located in Nishikasai. Okay, never heard about this neighborhood. Tokyo's Little India. They said a lot of parks. Show me the parks. Okay, they didn't lie about the parks. Wow, nice. Near Disneyland. Okay, then it must be quite far out of the city. Oh yeah, actually it is quite far out of the city, okay. I don't know how handy this would be. General Japanese course. Real life in Japan. There are also a range of elective courses to personalize your experience. School starts also in October. That's good. Oh, 15 hours. They only have 15 hours per week? I didn't know that. I thought all schools have like 20 hours per week. Okay. They have JLPT, prep class, conversation class. Yay! School fee is around the same as the last one. The level is between N4 and N3. Maybe I will also have to ask my advisor about this, because I don't know if the term 3 will be in like fall, or will I start in term 4 then maybe for N3, I don't know. Either way, there is always like an entrance exam you can take, and then they will see like how far you are in your Japanese and then put you in a class. But I would be really sad if I would be put in the N4 to N3 class if I already am N3 level then. Next school, Intercultural Institute of Japan. Akihabara. More flexible option. A variety of elective courses. This school offers the most choices for Japanese study. Okay. It's the right school for whatever your goals are. A Wi-Fi available, student lounge, English-speaking staff, part-time support, interact with Japanese students. Wow, they have everything. There is basically, okay, there's a park, not a lot of green things around. And okay, the train stations are like 5, 10 and 12 minutes. And those are like bigger lines, so it's probably really easy to get around, like to everywhere you want to go. They have JLPT elective classes, higher education classes, business class. School cost. Okay, it's more expensive. 571,000. Let's see what they offer in the intermediate. Focus will be placed on expressing and understanding complex ideas using appropriate language for the situation. Upon completion, you will be JLPT N3 to N2, so this sounds like a good level for me. And new approach to Japanese and learning 700 kanji through stories. Last one. So, Tokyo Galaxy Japanese Language School. I think someone I know went to this school. I'm not quite sure if it was this school, but I think she said she went to this one and she wasn't such a big fan of it. But yeah, I will give it a chance. So let's look at it. Plus, they have over 100 optional subject classes. That's a lot. The class size looks really small. Customizable learning. Wi-Fi is available, student lounge, English speaking staff, part-time job support. So everything that's important is there. Seems also a bit further away. And there's an itty bitty park next to it. 5 to 10 minutes to the train station. Okay, they have a general Japanese class, special preparatory class, business class, and accelerated learning class. Which is the last one? A clear goal on a short time. It reduces the standard learning time from 1 year and 6 months to 9 months. Okay, I will take the general class, please. For listening and conversation, and the advanced level work covers the foundation studies needed for university or graduate school, as well as professional fluency Japanese. I don't think this is the right fit for me. Term 4 to 6. They move on to learning about the variation of words and their correct meanings and usages, enabling them to speak more naturally. This sounds actually good. There are also optional lessons to enable students to study particular Japanese interests in more depth. Teaching materials, an introduction to advanced spoken Japanese, an integrated approach to intermediate Japanese, aspects of Japanese society. Okay, maybe I was a bit too harsh because it actually seems like it could be okay, but basically uses the same books as the ALA. Interesting. So this was basically the last school in Tokyo, but as I told you before, Yokohama might also be something I would consider. And it's the Yokohama Design College. It's a visual and art design vocational school. You study with the students in the same building, like with the Japanese students. And it's a great opportunity for students to interact with Japanese students and improve their Japanese. Sounds really good because I also like creative stuff, like drawing and things, so this could be really nice. There are open classes twice a year. They provide all students the opportunity to sign up for open classes taught at their vocational school and other activities over 1 or 2 days and range anywhere from how to use mangaka supplies like screen-toned music dance or even hula dance. There's student lounge available and English-speaking staff. And no Wi-Fi. Why? I mean, it makes me sound maybe like a Gen Z kid, even though I'm millennial, so I have an excuse, but I think being at a school without Wi-Fi is not so nice for studying because sometimes you just want to look something up really quickly. And I heard that phone plans are quite expensive in Japan, so I don't want to have to buy a really expensive phone plan just to give my laptop or whatever mobile data to look something up. So that's why I'm so concerned about Wi-Fi, because also in the dorms, I think some of the dorms, they also don't have Wi-Fi and you have to bring your own like LAN cable. It feels really retro to me because a lot of laptops don't even have the thing where you can put it in anymore. I think it's a bit funny because Japan always feels like such an advanced country, but then you find like schools without Wi-Fi. But yeah, so student lounge, English-speaking staff, and job support. Oh, and interact with Japanese students. It's located in Nishi Ward. I wonder if the rent is actually less in Yokohama than it is in Tokyo. I could imagine it would be a bit less. And there is a really small park. There's only a general Japanese course. It includes standard lessons, JLPT lessons, and EJU preparation, and also cultural activities. JLPT elective classes, open classes. Oh, it's definitely more expensive. I thought in Yokohama it would be a bit cheaper. Intermediate, 6 months. It's heavily focused on reading comprehension, verbal communication, and kanji. Learn to clearly understand conversations and convey your own opinions. Upon completion, you will be JLPT N3 level. The main textbook is Nihongo Somatome. It's quite hard. There's so many schools that look great, and if I think I found the school, then there's something missing that I would really like to have, so it's tough. So let's look at my table. So from what I've read, I think like the Yoshida Institute of Japanese Language. This is one, as I said, that I really liked the last time I looked at the schools. And like the Intercultural Institute of Japan and the Yokohama Design College, I also really like, but those two are quite expensive. So I think it would be like 600-700 euros more than the other schools. But of course, I should pick a school that I really like and not try to save 700 euros. Yeah, and like choose a school I'm not that happy with. Let me know which school you like the most and which one you would go to, because I'm a bit overwhelmed. And I think I will have to watch quite a lot of YouTube videos about like people's experiences at the school. And Go Go Nihon also has a YouTube channel, and they have a lot of videos on there that feature like all the schools. So I also want to look into that. And I will also talk to a friend of mine, like you probably know him if you watched my JLPT video. He's probably thinking of going as well, like at the same time that I'm going, so maybe we could go to the same school or at least to the same city. So I will discuss probably this weekend with him what he thinks about the schools. And yeah, I think I will probably make my final decision around like the end of December. I think I have to apply like January or February. So I should really get going with my decision and choose a school. But of course, as I said, it's a really important choice. So I want to give myself like enough time to think about it. And yeah, again, please let me know your opinion. I will be really grateful for things like if you want to point something out or if you have like experience yourself going to one of these schools, please let me know. I would be really happy to hear like from you. So thank you so much for watching my video to the end, and I would like to thank Go Go Nihon again for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to check out the courses in the description below. And yeah, don't forget to share this video with a friend if you have someone who also wants to go to language school. And I will see you in my next video very soon. Bye bye!